Hey everybody, I'm going to do the Bjd Journey tag. I was tagged in by Brandon. Some of these questions I already answered in my introductions, but I guess I'll do it over. So I'll get my husband read me the questions because I'm filming on my phone. So it's the first one.
How did you first find out about BJDs?
I first found out about BJDs because I was looking at music videos and stuff like that on YouTube, and I just went down the hole, and then came across this video of a girl telling like her doll story or whatever, and I thought she was super weird, but at the same time I just kept looking at more and more videos, and then I was like, you know what, not everybody's weird, so it might be kind of cool to get one. So then I did like Google searches, and then I found the BJD addicts on Facebook, and then from there I started finding more YouTube videos of people with BJDs. That's how I found out.
What was your first BJD?
This is my first BJD. She's a limo Alita. I started researching which one I wanted in fall of 2013, and I didn't really know too many like safe places to buy dolls, but I knew the Junkie Spot was a safe place, and out of all the Junkie Spot dolls that they had available, because I looked and looked and looked, the Limois were more of what I was going for. That I liked the realistic and the aesthetics. So that's why I got her.
What is your favorite BJD brand or company?
That's kind of a hard question for me because I don't have one that I'm like dead set on. I have to have all of them. But I like a lot of different companies for a lot of different reasons. So I guess affordability would probably be Doll, because their large SDs are really affordable, and they're sculpted really well. And I really like the Leak World dolls, and I guess I'd have to say Doll. But I really like Apple House, but I can't afford those. Probably if I did like a layaway, but I don't feel like doing that.
In what way do you explore your creativity in this hobby?
I like to make things. I can make their clothes and their wigs. I have an Etsy shop. That's about it. I don't write stories. I might try though, so we'll see.
How did you get started doing that?
I couldn't afford anything for my doll. All I could afford was her, and then so I had to make everything for her, which wasn't a problem. I like doing that anyways. So.
Where do you buy your BJD items from? Clothes, wigs, shoes, accessories?
The things that I do buy, I like to buy from Etsy or the secondhand market. Or if there's a really good sale, like the Doll. Not Doll. Doll Heart. Those bags. That's about it.
Do you have a certain style you like for your BJDs?
Yeah, but I don't know what to call it. I don't know what that style is. But I feel like my stuff's a little different. It's not really like mainstream or popular, but it's not too crazy either. That's kind of, I don't know. I don't know what to call it.
What size BJD do you prefer or have the most of?
I prefer the large dolls. The larger the better. But I mostly have MSDs because they're cheaper. And then I also like them too, so.
Do you have more male than female dolls, or vice versa, and why?
Well, I have 17 dolls altogether, and I only have 3 males, so I mostly have females. I just like their fashion, and she does not want to wear this wig. This isn't her normal wig. I can't find her normal wig. I'll have to dig. I'll have to dig it out somewhere. Yeah, I like the more feminine look.
Tell us a little about one of your dolls.
I guess the one that would have the biggest background would actually be her, because when I first started the hobby, I kind of gave all my dolls backgrounds, and I did like the little dioramas. You can kind of see part of one that's left, but the dolls that room was for was 2 Freyas, and I don't have them anymore. Because I didn't care for them after a while, so I felt like they needed to be moved on. But her, she actually is supposed to have a child. I've gone through a couple of different dolls. Like, first it was the Hujo baby, but it didn't look right with her. Not this one, but you can kind of see the ABS doesn't look good with the resin, in my opinion. So she doesn't have her child anymore, or not at the moment. But I kind of think of her as, it's going to sound silly, but she was inspired kind of by the mother from You Got Mail, the librarian lady, or the bookstore owner. Yeah, that's about it.
Have you ever sold a doll? Why or why not?
I've sold 2 Freyas, a Hujo, the same size as the Freyas, but I can't think of what it's called. And then I recently sold one of my YoSDs. I sold my 2 Freyas because I didn't care for them anymore. The same reason for the other Hujo. And then I just recently sold my YoSD because I'm trying to raise funds to do a test cast for the heads that I'm working on. And I also need to buy a body because I want to make sure it functions properly before getting it cast. So that's why I sold it.
Where do you go to connect to other BJD collectors?
It'd be YouTube, but mostly it's Instagram. Instagram is a really good place because you can talk to people directly, or all together in chats or comments and stuff like that. But I like it a lot better than Facebook, because I started off in Facebook groups, but it's so, like when you post a comment, people are most likely not going to see it because there's literally thousands of people. So Instagram is my favorite way to connect.
Do you tell everyone about your BJDs, or is it more private?
I don't really tell everybody about my BJDs, but they kind of already know because they'll see me making stuff or posting it online. So it really just depends on the person if they know or if they don't know, like how close we are. Everyone close to me or semi-close to me knows about my BJDs.
How old are you?
I'm 29. I'll be 30 in October.
And what is your grail doll?
I can't pronounce it, so he's gonna have to help me pronounce it. But it's the Dalmore, the half-scale doll.
The Alicia?
Alicia.
Belladonna Requiem Alicia?
Yeah, what he just said. She's been sold out for a long time. But I like pretty much all of those half-scale dolls. And I'd really like to have one, but I can't justify spending that much money on a doll. maybe if I could find one years from now on the secondhand market that's heavily discounted because it's like 10 years old, I would definitely buy it. So yeah. And that's the end of it. That was the last question. So yeah, I think seems like pretty much everybody's done this tag. So if you haven't done this tag and you're watching, you're tagged. Pew. If you have any more questions, let me know. If you have any more video ideas, let me know. Because I don't mind making the videos, I just have a hard time thinking of what to film. So, give me some ideas. Right, bye!